If you have a list that keeps growing, turning it into an Excel table can make it much easier to organize, expand, sort, filter, and summarize. A normal range is simply a group of cells. An Excel table treats the entire list as one structured set of data that gives you useful features such as clear header rows, filter arrows, and table formatting when the list grows and table specific comments. Table works especially well for things like expense, sales records, contracts, inventory, or any other list where each row represents one record and each column contains one type of information. I will show you all three methods from this lesson. The Ctrl plus T shortcut, the table command on the Insert tab, and the Format as table on the Home tab. Then we will look at the table range, formatting, table names, automatic expansion, sorting, filtering, totals, and how to convert the table back to a normal range. Before creating a table, make sure your data is arranged as one connected list. Here, I have the practice data with date, item, category, and amount as the headers. Your first row should normally contain the column headers with the records underneath. Avoid blank rows or blank columns inside the list because those gaps can interfere with Excel's range detection. The first method is the keyboard shortcut, and this is the fastest way to create a table. Click any cell inside your connected data. Now press Ctrl plus T. Excel opens the Create Table dialog box and try to detect the entire range automatically. Before continuing, check that the range is correct. In this example, A1 to D5. So it is correct. Because the first row in this example contains date, item, category, and amount, make sure my table has headers is checked. Then click OK. The range is now an Excel table. You should see the table formatting, filter arrows beside the headers and the table design tab on the ribbon. And notice that we didn't have to select the entire range first. With connected data, one cell inside the range is usually enough. You can create exactly the same type of table from the ribbon. Start again by clicking a cell inside your data. Go to Insert tab. In the Tables group, click Table. Check the range. Confirm whether your data has header and click OK. This method is useful if you prefer working visually with the ribbon instead of remembering a keyboard shortcut. The third method starts from the Home tab. Click inside your data, then go to Home. In the Styles group, click Format as Table. This time, Excel lets you choose a table style first. Select the style you want. Check the table range. Confirm whether the first row contains headers and click OK. The result is still an Excel table, but this method is convenient when you want to choose the table's appearance while you create it. Whichever creation method you use, don't skip the Creation Table dialog box. For example, I accidentally select a range from A1 to D6, but the table I want is A1 to D5. So, if Excel has selected too much, click inside the orange field and select the correct cell before you continue. In the example, D5. Also, check my table has headers carefully. If your data has header and you uncheck this, Excel can create a default heading such as column 1, column 2, which we don't want. Once the table exists, click anywhere inside it and Excel display the Table Design tab. From here, you can change the table style without changing the actual data. For example, a style with band rows can make a longer list easier to scan. You can also give your table a more useful name. On the left side of the Table Design tab, find Table Names box. Replace a default name such as Table 1, Table 2. In this example, it is Table 14. For this practice, I will use Expand Table. Make sure don't put space between expand and table because space is not allowed. If you want, you can put underscore or without underscore, but no space. Then press enter. One of the most useful table features is automatic expansion. To add another record, click the first empty cell directly below the table and enter the new row. As you move through the new record with Tab or Enter, Excel extends the table and applies the same table formatting. Columns can expand automatically too. Click the first empty header cell directly to the right of the table and enter a new heading. For example, I enter Status. Press Enter, and Excel can extend the table to include the new column. One important warning: don't leave a blank column between the table and the new column. A blank gap can prevent Excel from creating the new information as part of the table. Tables also give you sorting and filtering controls automatically. Each header has an arrow that you can work with that column. For example, if I want to sort the amount from highest to lowest, and I want to filter category by office only, Excel table work very well. Tables also have a built-in total row. Click inside the table, go to Table Design tab, and in the Table Styles option group, check Total Row. Excel adds a summary row at the bottom. Click the Total Row cell under Amount and use its drop-down menu to choose a summary such as Sum, Average, or Count. For our practice table, choose Sum, so Excel displays the total for the amount column. You don't need to learn advanced formula to use this basic table summary. If you eventually decide that you no longer need the table behavior, you can convert the table back to a normal range without deleting the data. Click anywhere inside the table, go to Table Design tab. In the Tools group, click Convert to Range. When Excel asks for confirmation, click Yes. The values stay in the worksheet, but the data no longer behave as an Excel table. You can notice that by selecting the entire range and there is no Table Design tab anymore. Some formatting may remain, so converting to a range is different from clearing the formatting. And if your list will continue growing, keeping it as a table unless you have a reason to remove the table features. All 3 creation methods produce an Excel table. Ctrl T is the quickest method. The Insert table gives you a clear visual ribbon path. And Format as table is useful when you want to choose a style as part of the creation process. Use whichever method fits the way you prefer to work. So the basic workflow is simple. Start with clean connected data, create your table, confirm the range and headers, and then use table design to manage its style, name, and other features. Once you understand tables, growing lists become much easier to manage. For more beginner-friendly Excel tutorials, subscribe to XcelTips, and you can read the complete written guide at XcelTips.com.